When Gilas Pilipinas was preparing for the 2014 FIBA World Cup in Spain, head coach Chot Reyes had his national team go through an intense training camp in the lead-up to Seville. Gilas ran the gauntlet in Europe and in the US, taking a beating at the hands of many world-level teams. But as the national team took beatings for every practice game they played, the rigorous camp helped put the foundation for an inspired World Cup performance. While the Philippines only ended up with 1 win in 5 games, Gilas lost 3 games by a combined 11 points. Gilas' worst loss was a 12-point decision against Greece on the second night of a back-to-back-to-back. We played very strong teams. Binugbog and Ukraine, Australia. And then we went to France, we played Venezuela, Dominican Republic, that really toughened us up, Reyes said. Malaking bagay talaga yun, he added. As the national team prepares for a second straight World Cup appearance, this time under Coach Yang Giao, Coach Chot believes that it's important for Gilas Pilipinas to undergo a similar kind of training before heading to China. It's almost a requirement as Gilas looks to improve upon its finish from 5 years ago. I think it's very important. Yun ang pinakamalaking bagay 8. Kasi nung nag-pocket tournament kami, when we played France, dinikatan kami until the last quarter pero the next day binugbog kami and Ukraine, and then binugbog kami and Australia, he said. But when we got down to Madrid and Guadalajara, sinabayan naman naman yung Venezuela, Dominican Republic, all those strong teams. Talo pa rin, pero at least sumasabi, na feel ng players gumagaling sila, lumalakas sila, nakakasabi. And I think that feeling spilled over sa actual World Cup. So nung pagdating ng actual na laban, the players had a very good feeling about themselves, Reyes added. Ultimately, it's that feeling Reyes wants the current Gilas team to achieve. It's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things if Gilas loses all of its practice games ahead of the 2019 FIBA World Cup. As long as the national team gains enough experience to win in the games that actually matter, that's what counts in the end. It's very important for this team to get that same feeling going into the competition, Reyes said. They should have a good feeling about themselves, that they can compete with anybody, with those teams we're playing against, he added.